Hi, and welcome back to the Veil of Vesir. We are Mimic Decision, a group of regular-ass nerds who got together and decided to play something Daggerheart-ish with and for all of you at home. So, help make our table a little bigger, take a seat, and get ready to help steer the decisions in the story that are coming up your way. For those of you who don't know us, I'm Matt. I'll be your GM this evening. And with me tonight are Tom, Tim, Josh, John, and Aubrey. Continuing their role as our heroes. And if you want to check out what that role has been and get a look at our backlog and any other projects that we have up there, you can check us out at youtube.com/@mimicdecision. In addition to our posts, our videos there, check out our posts tab where our social media halfling puts up fun little blurbs, bits of lore trivia, and maybe most importantly, polls that you can get involved in to help sway the story even between sessions. And if you want to be here to help sway the story during sessions, you can find us every week on Wednesdays here on twitch.tv/mimicdecision at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. And of course, if you like what you see, a like, subscribe, follow means the world to us, truly. So without any further ado, let's get back to the story. When last we played, our party had found themselves finally getting their footing in the roots down below, the subterranean fungal mycelium layer that connects the fungal across Vesir. Fighting off a pack of venomous lichen beasts, the party protected their charge, Talia Khavalor, but in the process found that Bailu had been poisoned. On a journey to protect Bailu, or to heal him because his chances of getting by without medical aid were dropping precipitously across the session, but with some very deft use of wild shape animal forms, Azalea was able to navigate a very treacherous subterranean river, shortcutting the party past all sorts of other issues they might have had to deal with, get the herbs, and then as a hummingbird flutter back up the river to deliver them to Bailu, where they quickly made a distillation of the herb's essence and got it into a system where he was mostly cured and brought back to normal. Now, setting back to get back to the main tunnel, to get Talia Khavalor back to Gransel, our party approached the room where they had originally fought the lichen beasts and stopped when they heard noise coming from the room. Reaching forward with her mycelial senses, Morella reached out and found another fungal in the room and found a mind unlike many she had ever seen before, a mixture of logic, rationality, and insanity all pulled together into one somehow cohesive blob. She found a follower of Mortel, god of death, murder, slaughter here this year, as well as two of his followers, although they were not fungal. While traipsing through this fungal's mind, Morella was able to see that not long before the party encountered this trio, they had been stalking another group, a group of 5 simia making their way down the root tunnels. And Morella saw as this hulking fungal slowly crept up in the darkness of the tunnels and took one of the simia, killing him instantly and dragging him back to this cave to deal with, as you will. Morella saw in the moment that those simia turned back to look at their fallen companion that one of the 4 remaining was Tammin. Not sure what to make of that yet, the party confronted the murder cult, and in a somewhat grand battle of wills between the priest of Mortel and the priest of Alatane in Tormin, the power of 2 gods is currently filling this room and pushing against everybody present. It is an impossible thing to ignore as waves of darkness and light flash between the 2 parties. Now, usually this is where I would pause and take you somewhere else for a little side story, but I don't think that's appropriate for now. Right now, I want to take us back into that room with the fungal and his companions in our party and see what they want to do. So, party, now is the time if you have any questions before we start, but if not, the spotlight's to you. And you stand in the room, the bone pile lit still by bioluminescent fungi all around, the huge 8-foot tall Fungrel standing at the top, pouring the power of Mortel against all of you, almost in a physical presence as you see these waves of power coming off of his holy symbol, clutched at his neck. The same power pushing back the other way, pushing off of Tormund. The rest of you, what are you doing?
Veilu's been standing behind Tormund in just sort of a show of support. It's going to step up slightly and kind of look at the Fungrel that's been just really quite menacing, really, there. It's going to say, believe we are all quite powerful, you and us alike. Perhaps it is best that we go our separate ways and leave to fight another day.
Like I said last time, son, we don't have to come to bloodshed here.
We are not going to give you...
He sniffs the air.
Boy, you smell familiar. Do I know you? I think I might too. Will you give me that there cook there? And you can be on your way.
I think you might be hard of hearing.
Here.
We have already said no. Intelligence is clearly not needed for a follower of Mortel.
I had hoped we could settle this differently.
I don't much care for peace one way or the other, but I also don't go out of my way to make life harder for myself. I'm happy to make a deal, but there's got to be some blood in it for me. One way or another. Points to the pile of bones in the middle of the room. That's getting bigger.
I kind of look around, kind of behind, but not taking an eye off the Fungrel, just so we're clear.
He grins, keeping your eyes extra wide to show off his stolen teeth. The two women with him are still kind of pressing themselves out into the edges of the room, into the dark shadows.
Going to kind of watch them move off. I'll look at Tormund and say, yeah, I tried. We can't do it your way now.
Miss Morella, can I shoot this one?
No.
I think we're past the point of talking. Anyway.
They're a little invisible, you know, over there. I can't hold it forever. Don't go getting cute.
You don't have to stop talking just because we start cutting. Sometimes that's my favorite part.
It seems a bit inappropriate, but... Alright.
Alright.
Bilu's going to just kind of look at his hand and kind of let it glow for a minute. He's going to touch himself on the chest. He's going to do mending touch on himself.
You catch this giant grin from the Fungrel as you do so. Go ahead and... Sorry, mending touch. Is there a spellcast roll attached to that?
There's not. No, it's just I touch myself and I get 2 hit points or clear 2 stress.
That is how it works, indeed.
It's really the time.
A lot of stress relief there.
While that's going on, Tormund's actually going to fly in and start swinging.
Okay. But prior to that happening, or as that's happening, I think would be more accurate. Sorry, just double check. I'm going to stat block here.
This is going to go poorly.
Yeah, I need to spend 3 fear for this because I need to spotlight the Fungro and spend 2 fears to power his ability. And so, Tormund, as you take off and charge toward him, you feel like your vision narrows into a tunnel just looking at the Fungro, and you can't see anything else, which I think feels a little odd to you. And as you move in, you realize that it's not your vision that has gone out, but the room is now filled with a thick, inky blackness. And the only light that seems to be burning through it at the moment is yourself within about 5 feet of you. The darkness itself is not impermeable. I'm not sure if that's the right. You can see through it. It's more like dimness that you can't dispel. Regular light seems to do nothing for anybody holding anything normal. But as I said, within about 5 feet of Tormund currently, there is a sphere of light where this is true. The effect of this for you guys is going to be a disadvantage on attack rolls against enemies in the darkness, and a advantage for attacks from enemies in the darkness.
So I think we'll take a timeout here.
Sure.
We're going to negate that fear usage.
Which one?
Yes.
The darkness of the room. The ability usage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. We had 11 available, and we'll use. What is this, 2 or are we using all 3 to just
Negate his activation?
I thought we could only use a single.
I'll allow this to be
Use it,
one
or-
use as a whole.
I see.
So if you want me to not have the turn at all, you can spend 3. If you would like me just not use that ability, you can spend 2.
I think we should let Aubrey choose and meet back in 10 minutes after that decision is made.
Yes.
I thought my name was Jam now.
We can let Jom choose.
I would still let the guy have his turn. I would just stop the scary ability. That actually I think might be good for me because I'm a rogue, but probably bad for you guys. So
I'm going to get smashed in the face instead. That's going to be great.
The
yeah.
yeah, so the darkness dies on his holy symbol, and a look of actual anger flickers across his face for a second before the grin comes back in. And so instead of doing that, yeah, he's just going to try to hit you.
If he misses, I'd be impressed.
That is a 14 to hit.
I mean, it hits.
Sorry, new dice.
I have 8 evasion. You
Yeah.
have to be blind to.
How did you get up to 8?
I think I took armor. I don't know.
That is 17 points of physical damage.
I shall just mark an armor slot and 1 hit point. Oh,
Okay.
1 second. Where is that? We have the technology now.
Indeed. Make sure we use it.
All right. And do I now get to follow up with my attack?
Yes, you may continue.
Okay. So I'm just going to kind of take the hit on the armor on the shoulder pad basically as I'm flying in, and just fly in with halberd and attack.
Okay.
So, 18 plus 3, 21 with hope.
So 21 with hope?
Yes.
Okay, that hits.
If only it were a crit. So I'm going to spend a hope to make, for forceful
You're
pushes.
entitlement on these people, I swear. You're spending what? Sorry?
a hope for the forceful push damage and
Okay.
the winged sentinel damage. Sorry, so that is find my d8. So a 5 and another 5 and then 2d10. 5, 6. So 21 plus 5 is 26. 26 damage.
That is major damage, but he is going to spend an armor slot to reduce it to.
Wait, enemies get armor slots?
Mine do. If you can do it, so can I.
But
I'd say this feels unfair, but everything about this is unfair.
Asymmetrical gameplay, guys. Let us build the narrative with some fun. That is, I think, the end of your action? Or was there anything what rest more for that attack?
That is it for now.
was that with hope or fear, Tom?
That was with hope. That was with hope.
Okay. So Baloo is going to kind of walk over next to Morella and just kind of put his hand on her shoulder and say, "You've got this." And I'm going to try to do healing hands on her. Need to get. Ooh, that's going to be. That's a 1 and a 5. That's an 8. And that's a 9. So no, I did not pass. So I'm going to mark a stress, and I'm going to let you clear 1 stress.
They have traded stress.
Okay.
Yes.
Clearing 1 stress.
Belu, make with the hammer.
This is not my normal go-to action.
What's your normal go-to action?
What I just did.
You wouldn't want to know, girl.
You know, I've got one more offer. You might want to hear.
Oh, do tell.
All right. There's a group down here trying to show you up. Clearing out a whole branch of root.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Red
It's-
Dawn.
It's a bit like that, isn't it?
Yeah, you could go after them instead.
I could. That would mean leaving my little project here without anybody to watch it.
And speaking of project, while I'm talking to him, I would like my Midnight Spirit Man. He can move and carry things for me. And I would like him to be trying to remove bones from this pile. Just like throwing them elsewhere.
Okay. Any spellcraft roll required for it to move things, or?
No, he just does that.
Okay, that's very cool. Midnight Spirit sneaks around and starts grabbing at bones out of the pile and just starts launching them around in the room. The fungrel looks over and just roars in anger. The vibrations from his chest are, sounds not unlike those who have been, lion-like roars. He is quite angry. Spotlight's still on the party.
Okay, this is where you hit him.
John's not here yet, right? Tambit?
Yeah,
That is
right
correct.
there.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry. Tambit is not on the field right now. Better?
Oh.
I am going to smack again then.
Yeah, do the smackage.
Or try anyway. Damn it. That is 6 or a 9. Dot. Oh my god, dice.
The 9.
It's a 6. 14 with hope, but I'm going to use one of my prayer die to make that 17.
Yeah, that hits.
2 and 7. 23. Damage.
Damage.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry, +5 from the modifier. +5 from modifier. 28.
So
28.
okay.
Basic math is hard.
Apparently. Yeah, so that is severe damage. I think he's going to armor again and take that down.
The major damage?
Major damage.
Swinging the halberd, glowing, infused.
And as you do so, he just kind of looks down at you and boy, you haven't seen an ounce of power yet. Spotlight's still on the party.
I would like to throw a dagger at let me see, can I count squares? Apparently not.
Depends on.
Just go forward a
how
little
many
bit.
fingers you have, so.
I know, I'm like, what? Okay, I would like to throw a thing at the Qatari.
Okay.
Okay, so that is goodness. Okay, that is 20 with hope.
People. Yeah, that hits.
23 with hope. Okay.
Language.
Yay.
No.
So that's 10 damage. Yes, 10 damage.
Damage is. Sorry. 10 damage is minor damage to the Qatari. Knock a point of health off her. That was with hope, so Spotlight is still on the party.
Do any of the bones in this bone pile look especially like valuable? Like, is this stuff built around one of the bones that's there? Is it just a random collection and assortment of things that are sort of haphazardly laid about on the ground in a pile?
Much more of a ladder.
Okay,
Quantity seems more important than quality here.
I gotcha. Well, in that case, yeah, Baloo's just gonna step up and trying to move it on the. He's gonna step up just a little bit. He's going to kind of take a hammer off of his back. It's gonna have the faintest silver glow to it, and he's just going to sort of release it in the direction of Senior Fungrel.
Okay.
And we're gonna see what he do. Oh, okay. 19 plus 3 is 20 some number with hope. 22. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not with hope. That's with fear.
Okay.
But it is going to smack him. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, judgment call. So technically, his attacking friends are within close range of him, but not necessarily within close range of me. So I don't think that would count to be able to hit an extra.
What?
If I hit him, I can use that same roll and like basically mark a stress. It'll fly off and hit him, and then also fly off and hit another if they're within close range. They're within close range of him, but not with me, so I don't think that's going to count. So I will just do the normal attack on this guy.
Okay. If you want to argue yourself out of it, I'm not going to.
Yeah, just
Be
for
your
some
attorney
reason, just
here.
talk
Fair
myself straight out of it. Yep, let's do it. That's going to be, that's pretty nice. 7, 19, 22 with hope. No, not with hope. It's an attack roll. 22
The damage roll, you mean?
damage. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yes.
Brain.
Okay. That
is
makes
not
sense.
braining.
No, it's okay. It's Wednesday. I think everybody understands. It's Wednesday. We do our best. 22 damage on the big guy. Comes out to major damage. I'll mark 2 health.
Nice.
That was with fear. So I'm going to
was.
take my turn. I'm going to spend a fear. In addition to taking my turn. To highlight not just my fungal buddy here, but all 3 of our people. So 1, 2. So the human dashes up and makes a swing at Tormund with her dagger. Oh, that's going to hit. That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
3 times over.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just checking one thing. And I need you, Tom, to make an agility reaction roll.
Oh boy. Is that just a 2 dice, no hope or fear?
Correct, yeah. It's plus or minus your agility modifier, whatever that may be.
Probably super high because he's a turtle, right?
Yeah.
The most agile of
Turtles in
land
the half
creatures.
shell. That is 15 points of damage.
To me?
Yes.
Oh.
Before the reaction roll.
Oh, because the reaction rolls a double 1. So
A crit? Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Then you're
Nice.
good. On a
Sorry.
save, nothing. You're good. No additional effect on this attack.
that's painful though.
The Qatari dashes. Actually, no. Qatari can get to me. And makes an attack.
I use an armor, by the way.
Okay.
I still am only taking 1.
Good to know. Morella, that is a 20 to hit.
That does in fact hit and gets rid of my rogue's dodge.
Then that is 13 points of physical damage, and I do need an agility roll, an agility reaction roll from you as well.
Okay. Agility reaction. Oh, that's not great. That is an 8.
On an 8, you gain 1 stack of bleeding. Every time you take an action for the rest of this encounter, unless you spend an action to. Whenever you take an action till the end of this encounter or spend a hope to clear it, you will have to roll a d6. And if that d6 is ever equal to or lower than your bleed stacks, you take 1 hit point of damage.
Okay, equal to or lower than 1.
Right. So right now you have 1 stack. So when you roll the d6, as long as you roll above a 1, nothing happens.
Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna mark an armor for that damage that came in.
Okay. Taking it down to minor then.
Oh wait, actually, do I have to? Yeah, I do. I have to. Okay. Numbers are hard.
All right. Yes, I still have 1 more guy to attack with. And I'm going to spend 2 fear to power this ability here. Different ability. So, Tormund, our fungal buddy, is going to open up that mouth of his with his interesting collection, and he is going to attempt to bite you.
Doesn't sound sanitary.
That is a 16 to hit,
Yes.
and that is There's 16 points of damage, and I need you to roll a strength reaction roll.
Double 12 this time. I'm
Oh.
not even joking.
All right.
Okay.
Like,
The dice sometimes don't tell the best stories, but that's okay. Um,
I mean, I'm taking hits to the face right now. Like,
well, yes,
you
but
know.
they're not interesting hits to the face, and that's the problem.
This is the story of how he did not get a disease from this guy's mouth.
Yes,
He
it
is
is.
very
and that's
interested in
much
these
less
hits.
fun to me. Is it not less fun to you? somehow?
No! I've been giggling here. Just surprised at getting 2 crits in a
We've
row.
been
What
beat
are you
up
talking
before.
about?
I'd
Like,
rather not happen.
for
Then
once
you're in the
this-
wrong place. I am afraid to
Yeah.
tell you. But that is the end of my blue will have attacked. The spotlight is back to the party.
Okay.
No, Matt,
Well,
I think I'm just close enough to
I was just
see Mr.
thinking-
Fungrel.
Maybe this is the time that our
I didn't make it that far.
Simia friend comes close. Let me go ahead and bring him onto the map. And the rest of you, I think, very shortly, will see a familiar face on the field. But go ahead, John.
I would like to shoot at Senor Fungrel. I'm gonna burn a hope to make him a focus. That only
Remind me what that
happens
does. It's
if
been a
I
while.
succeed on the roll. I always know where they are.
Mhm.
When I deal damage to him, he must mark a stress. And shit, what's the third thing? Oh yeah, if I fail an attack against them, I can lose the focus to re-roll the attack dice.
Got it. Okay, thanks. I'm caught back up. But you have to hit him first before you can do that, yes?
Yeah, I burn the hope either way.
Okay.
That is an 18 with hope.
That's a hit, yeah.
Okay. Then I'm also going to mark a stress to add 1 to my proficiency.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll 3d6 plus something. Yeah, so 3d6 plus 3. That's 15 damage total.
15. Okay, that comes into just into major damage. He'll drop an armor and take 1 health mark there.
Yeah, and then he takes one stress as well. 'cause I
1
damaged.
stress as well. You got it.
Yes. In addition, this isn't relevant here, but if I do severe damage to an enemy, they take 1 stress.
Cool. Neat. Marked or not marked, doesn't matter.
What is? I'm sorry.
Marked or unmarked, doesn't matter. It's just whenever you hit severe.
Yeah, if I hit severe, they take extra damage. That's another part of the ability that lets me add my proficiency.
Sounds good to me. That was with hope. So the spotlight's still to the party. Tambit is here. Actually, I'm sorry. I am going to steal the spotlight for a second, as I attempt to and
How dare you.
succeed at shooting another magic missile at the Fungrel from Talia.
Oh, yes.
She,
Did she really?
she
What?
saw Tambit and she got excited and she dealt 12 damage.
She's
Nice.
going
Right,
to do it with
marking another
fear.
charge thing.
Is it going to be with
Goodness.
fear and then she hands over like to the Fungrel? Because that'd be awful.
Sorry, what?
Does she get to roll with hope or fear? And if she gets
No,
with
she
fear...
rolls the same way as DM rolls.
Okay, good.
No.
Oh, she rolled with fear. It's my turn again, guys. Sorry.
To counteract your crits.
Spotlight back to the party. Still with the party. That was an ally.
Ah.
Move.
Furious, I will stab this person in front of me. A little distractedly, just like glaring in the direction that I think Talia still is. Kids, man.
Did I?
Oh, that was a bad roll. Was it? Let's see. 7 plus, yeah, that's a 10 with hope.
10 with hope. Okay. That misses, but it does not give the enemy an opportunity. So, spotlight's still on the party.
I'm going to take a step closer to Tormund, stand right next to him while he's standing in the midst of fighting these two people. I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and say, "You're doing very well, and I believe in you." I'm going to cast Healing Hands on him. So I need to, oh gosh, come back over here, please. Oh, that's a
It's
terrible
cute how
roll
he
again.
pretends his bloodthirst is so not there.
So I rolled very low with fear, so I'm going to mark a stress, and you can do 1 hit point or 1 stress, Tom.
I'm going to do a hit point. Clearly.
But that's going to fill up my stress.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. But it is with fear, right?
Indeed.
It was with fear.
So I am going
That's
to
the
take
worst
When I
part
rolled
of
a
the.
5.
Yeah.
I'm just going to lose all of that and more again.
Yeah.
Wait, are you out of stress? Should we have marked all your stress?
I thought I had 1 more left after this, but my sheet and the page said I think I might have 1 more left. Do you have 1? I think, yes.
Okay. Okay, so you have 1 stress left. Okay, but you did roll with fear, so I am taking
Correct.
that. The human woman dashes in past Tormund's, slipping behind Tormund's back and attempting to stab directly into Belu's gut.
I bet she hits.
I think she does. That's a
I don't know,
16.
'cause on the map, she's facing the wrong way.
Yeah, I know. I wish I could fix that easier, but I can't.
She's like scoreboarding. She's just
She missed.
stabbing behind her and still hitting me.
She ran
Um,
backwards all the
So
way there.
that is 15 points of damage, and I need an agility roll from you.
Okay. On the agility roll, we can probably just say no on that. That's a 6.
Take 1 stack
And
of blue.
then I'm gonna mark in. I'm gonna take an armor and only take the 1 hit point of damage there.
Okay, that's fine. Spotlight back to the party, and seeing these people, trying to cut people up, and I think not really feeling he has many other choices. Sir Castor is going to step up, frying pan in hand, and take a swing as well. And that is just enough. Yes. Ooh, no,
You knocked her out.
No, she dodges. She is an agile fighter, and she manages to slip underneath the frying pan as it comes in. Although it was closer than I think she probably expected from the portly chef. Spotlight's still on the party.
Okay. I am going to attack the fungal. That is 22, 25 with
Yeah.
fear. I'm going to make it with hope. But yes, to hit.
Okay.
It's a 10 and a 12. Like that.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
wasn't-
wrong. Okay, like I was
No.
worried suddenly I was doing a mechanic wrong.
No, you're good.
6. 28 points of damage.
Okay, that is severe damage, but we'll bump it down to major damage.
And I'm going to spend a hope and make him vulnerable.
Okay. I'm going to spend a fear and make him not vulnerable then.
God damn it.
See how much less fun that is? Go ahead.
Now he's just emotionally vulnerable.
I am also going to use my second wind ability.
What's that do?
You know what? I can do something.
He can do
There's-
something.
I mean, that's
else,
helpful,
too.
but I still need you to tell me what it does. I'm not-
Sorry, I'm put it on screen.
Yes, I
I'm
know.
just
I'm-
Yeah. Once per rest, when you succeed on an attack against an adversary, you can clear 3 stress or a hit point. On a success with hope, you can also clear 3 stress or a hit point from an ally in close range.
Okay.
So I'm going to clear 3 stress from Belu and a hit point for myself.
Are you sure you don't want to just do the hit points for me?
1 hit point versus 3 stress, to be clear.
If it were 3 hit points, I'd say yes, but
Okay.
I'm not telling you what's right. I'm just making sure I understand.
Okay.
so are your stats not correct on the screen?
They are, but I've also got an ability that makes me I gain 1 level of proficiency when my stress is full. Like stress is
Oh,
fully
I
marked.
see.
I mean,
Interesting.
I see.
So-
We got shenanigans over here.
I know.
If you want, we can do
Okay.
the hope.
No.
Okay.
No. This lets me heal more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You can give fear to Matt again. You can.
I can.
And I am healing myself for 1. That is now my turn.
That was with hope, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you changed it to hope.
Yeah.
So Matt, I'll fire at the Fungrel again. I'm not gonna get any closer yet. But I will fire at him. But I don't know if anybody in that room can actually see me behind him. But if you do, you actually see as I draw the arrow back. There's kind of like a building, thickly yellow-green light over the head of the arrow.
Ominous.
I am using corrosive projectile.
Okay.
Okay, it's a good roll, but it's with fear. It's 18, 21 with fear. So I do 2d6 plus 4 magic damage, and I'm gonna mark 2 stress to make him. That does hit, correct?
Yes. That
Yeah,
is-
I hit lower than that before. I'm gonna spend 2 stress to make him permanently corroded, which lowers his difficulty by 1.
Is difficulty by 1. Okay.
Correct.
Neat.
What is the difficulty?
Difficulty is it's the 1 number for enemies. It's their armor rating. It's their saving
Is it-
throw. It's their everything. Very cool. How much damage was
and-
it? Sorry?
The damage is 15 again, actually. 15 points. So this is magic damage if it makes a difference.
It do not. But okay, that is major damage. 2 points of health
Major
off of
damage.
the Fungrel, who's now starting to show some real wear as the battle goes on. And he also
He-
loses a stress, right?
Yeah, mark the stress, yeah, because I damaged him.
Anything else to resolve that?
No, that is it. That was all of it.
I have exactly 1 fear to my name, and I'm spending it to once again spotlight all 3 of my enemies at once. So let's.
You really save up, you know?
I would love to. I didn't come into this fight with a lot, and I lost a bunch up front. So let's see how it goes. So the first attack is against Belu. That is an 18 to hit.
Okay.
So that is not a lot. 10 points of physical damage, but I need another agility reaction roll from you.
Well, 1, that hits the threshold, and 2, 13.
The agility roll?
Correct.
That is a fail. That is your second stack of bleed.
Cool.
Belu, stop bleeding.
I
Um,
took an armor as well on the.
Take the damage down. Okay. The Qatari is going to come in again for Morella. Roll that 'cause it was cocked. Ooh, that's a 9 to hit. Does that hit?
Nope.
Okay, Morella dances out of the Qatari's range, who looks just absolutely murderous now. She's used to being the one dancing out of the way of blades. She's not a fan. The Fungrel is going to continue his duel with Tormund now. That is a 25 to hit. For 17 points of physical damage. No side effect on this one. All right, spotlight back to the party.
Speaking of dancing, as I am dancing out of the way, I will activate Rogue's Dodge again,
Okay.
spending 3 hope.
Okay.
And then can I just add a hope spend to stop the bleeding thing?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Is that what that does?
Yep.
Okay.
If you have the hope to spend one, you may spend a hope to remove a stack of
Awesome.
bleeding.
Yay.
Anything else? That's just still not technically an action.
That's true. It is not. And so as I am dodging, I will just come in with a swing, I guess.
Good. I need a chance for fear, you know?
Yeah, it's true. And in the background, Midnight Spirit Man is still just moving.
Chucking bones around. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, well.
Does he have a duration limit?
My rest.
Okay.
Or until I use him to attack.
Gotcha.
So he can just kind of hang out for a while. So that's an 11 with fear.
Yes, with fear. So you dance out of the way of her attack.
Not to make me feel bad.
She dances out of the way of your attack, and she comes back in with another swing. That is an 18 to hit.
That does hit and just immediately gets rid of my Rogue's Dodge. Cool.
I apologize.
Cool.
That is 16 points of physical damage and another agility check, please.
Oof. Okay, gonna mark an armor on that. Is that severe damage for me? I believe. You said 16 damage, right?
Yeah, correct.
Alrighty. Agility. That is an 18.
Good. No, you avoid the. You take the hit, but you do avoid the worst of it, managing to stop the serrated edge from catching and ripping open another wound. Spotlight back to the party.
Okay, well, I am going to. Can I spend 2 hope to clear the 2 stacks of bleeding?
Yes, you can.
I'm doing that.
Okay.
Is
And
bleeding
then
a
just kind
temporary
of-
effect also?
What was that?
Sorry?
Is bleeding a temporary effect? Like vulnerable and things like that, you need to spend something to clear them, or is that?
It's
yeah, that's
like,
what we just
like it. I don't know. I made it up.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see.
But yeah,
Well,
it's
in
a
that
similar idea. I'm sure there are other things where you're, they debuff you to use hope. I think that's just what I'm using for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, sort of looking at the wounds that I'm kind of having to staunch and pack a little bit, I'm quite annoyed by this woman who has now stabbed me twice when I've done absolutely nothing aggressive to her.
She's
And
like
I'm going
breathing
to,
heavily and like kind of her eyes are glowing just slightly red. She looks pretty creepy.
Yeah, well, I'm going to change that whole I've done nothing aggressive to this woman thing right now and take an aggressive action. As I take my hammer, both hands just overhead, and just try to come straight down right on top of her.
She grins so wide as you come swinging at her.
You're
Well,
yelling
why did she
hammer
do
down.
that? Oh, well, she shouldn't, because that's a crit. That's 2 4s.
Excellent.
This is where it would have been great to have the extra proficiency dice, but that's okay. So crit on the damage, it's basically full dice plus whatever you roll, right? Like it's
Yeah.
full dice amount
You
plus.
get 1 full die amount plus a regular roll. Correct.
Okay, so it's 24 plus. Okay, not great there. 9 and 3 is 12, so 36 points of damage.
36 points. Okay. So it's not quite enough to hit that brutal damage threshold that we have, but it does blow the severe damage threshold out of the water. So that is very much severe damage. She don't have any armor, so that is 3 points of health away from her. Good hit.
Thank you. As he kind of comes down, he's
Does
gonna
that
have
roll
that
with hope?
look of like. I'm sorry.
Was that roll with hope?
It was a crit.
It was a crit.
Yes, it was a crit.
So
Right. Yeah, so go
technically,
ahead.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and I get to clear stress there too. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just losing stress all over the place. So as it kind of comes down, it just has a really odd thud that Belu knows the feeling of and doesn't love. He's kind of going to cringe a little bit at that thud, knowing exactly what that means for that person he's just hit. He's going to fight the urge to apologize for it as well. He's kind of going to pull the hammer back up and just go, okay. And that's his turn.
Sir Castor takes another swing. Also aimed at the same woman, following up on you. And he does hit this time.
She's concussed.
Yes.
Oh, he only takes 9 points of damage, which I think is minor. Yeah. But it is another point of damage to her, and she does look kind of bloody at this point. Spotlight's still with the party.
I am going to steady myself, take a step forward, just try to channel it. Maybe I shouldn't say the description before I roll and just completely whiff it, but I can't make it up. Double one.
I mean, you could, but I don't think you are.
Oh, okay.
So,
You can probably tell off my face, having known me for a while, that I'm just smiling
I
too
don't think
much.
you're cheating. It's okay. I'm really crit. Go ahead.
Well, now I will describe what I was planning. Just like wings flaring, just like the full righteous anger. Seeing allies getting beat up behind you for a fight that serves no one, no purpose, no reason, just taking a step forward and swinging with all the might, all the dedication, and just going for it. Do the rider dice also crit or not?
Which dice? I'm sorry.
It's like the forceful push die. That's a rider on the damage from the attack.
Yeah, I believe so. We'll say yes for today. Double check later.
60 points of damage. Sadly, there's a limit, but
Once again, we just missed the severe threshold, but it is brutal threshold, but it is certainly severe.
wow.
I'll spend my last armor to take it down to 2 points of health.
I want his threshold.
Yeah, you do. But
Oh, and I will spend a hope to make him vulnerable.
very nice hit. Okay.
Matt, I'll continue my same strategy of staying nowhere near that big hulking fungal
Okay.
and shooting him.
Sure.
Remember, you have advantage to hit him.
Oh, I have advantage? Okay.
Yep.
So 12, 15, 18 with hope, with the advantage.
Oh, that hits.
And I'll mark one more stress to up my proficiency again.
Okay.
15,
Sorry, where are we, John?
it was 16 damage plus a stress.
16 damage with stress. Okay. And that was with hope.
It was with hope, yes.
Yeah. Spotlight's still
Yes,
on the
sir.
party.
Marla, is there anything you want to
Um,
do?
Yeah. I will have do I have a bleed stack? I don't remember.
You do not. You spent a hope to your.
I do not. Oh yeah, I thought I had to roll after that, but okay.
No, you're good.
Alrighty. Well, I think Midnight Spirit Man has done enough throwing bones around. And I will have him, he can move in a very far reach. So I'm gonna have him come over here. And let's see, can I? Oh, what is that? That is a 21 with fear.
21 with good. Okay. That hits. Who are you attacking?
The person in front of me.
Okay.
And then that is how much damage he uses my spellcast trait. So 3, 7, 7, 10, 12. That is 12 damage.
That is major damage. Nice go.
And he disappears into a bunch
Midnight
of
Spirit.
glowy spores.
Dissipates, yes. Spores, I like that. Okay. That makes it with fear, so I'm going to steal the spotlight for a second. What am I going to do? Okay. The fungal steps up and kind of feigns at swinging at Tormund this time, but instead, with grace that seems unnatural, slips past you right to your side, and his hand glows this deep crimson red as he reaches out and places the entirety of it on the head of the human fighter. She closes her eyes when he does so. So here to activate this, by the way. And he closes his hand, crushing her head with a wet plop. The blood flows up his arm from the wound, flowing up over his shoulder, over his chest, over his head, coating his entire body in this hint of crimson. He seems to stand a little straighter. Not perfect. He's still breathing heavily. You can still tell the stress of this fight is getting to him, but he does seem to have regained a little there. Spotlight back to the party.
Belu is going to have watched that happen and not be okay with any of this. So he's going to take the hammer. It's going to get that sort of faint glow on it again, that silvery glow right around the old beaten up sledgehammer head.
Sure.
He's going to not release it in the direction of, but actively step into a throw towards the fungal. And come on, no whammies, no whammies. Dude, you're not gonna believe it. That's insane. That's 5 now tonight, by the way, for the Intrepid party. That's
And
double
none for
11.
me.
Like,
Double 11, that's a good crit.
yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, but I'd like it to keep going. I'd like this to extend to all campaigns, which would be
Yes.
wonderful. But for now, that's going to be, I assume, a crit hits, and so let's do some damage dice here, and that is a little better than before. Where was it? There was it. 9 and 4 is 13, plus 7 is 17. So 17 plus 24 is a higher number than 24. 41?
41 damage.
Yes.
That is
Wow.
another severe hit. That almost
More
negates
importantly, though,
his healing.
because I was using the spirit weapon there, I will mark a stress to have that attack roll hit another person within close range, which is up to 30 feet. And I believe we've got another cultist down here that has not yet felt the love of Velu's magical sledgehammer.
We do. And your hammer, in kind of a gross balance, pops the Qatari's head as it just flies through the space where it used to be, and she falls to the ground, dead.
Oh,
And I stand there a little mortified.
And a little wet. From blood, I mean.
Ilu catches the hammer and is equally, if not slightly more mortified than Morella, looking back, looking at the hammer, and then looking at the head of the Cathari. Okay.
Oh, you said looking at the head of the Qatari?
Where it was.
Where it used to be.
Right.
Where it used to be, yeah.
That's not there anymore. Okay.
That's going to be Bailu's turn.
Okay. Spotlight is still with the party, and I'm sorry, everyone. I think I have to. The excitement's getting to her.
I swear she gets a kill.
One more pink blast.
She totally will.
One more pink blast, and it misses. Goes wide.
All right, well, she pops out of invisibility.
She is now visible, and the fun girl's eyes track toward her, noting her, but not staying for long. You can tell he's taking this fight seriously. Spotlight's still on the party.
You want to go, or you want me to shoot him?
I'm fine with smacking. Well, I guess
go
it's
ahead.
cutting. It's a halberd, but slashing.
And you guys are
Turn
doing the
it,
fun crit stuff,
Swing it
right?
sideways.
The what?
The what?
Like when you get a crit, that clears stuff for you too, right?
Oh,
Yeah, you
It's a
you
stress.
gain
Hope
hope
clears
through the stress.
you gain a health also?
No. Oh,
Oh,
Hope.
just a, okay, a hope and a stress. Okay. I got excited when you said health. Although I'm pretty good now. Not a crit this time, but a 25 with fear.
Yeah, okay, that hits. Good.
He's still vulnerable, I guess, but I don't think that made a difference.
You can't turn it into a crit with advantage, so.
Yeah. 29. That's fine. A hope. 29. Oh, sorry. 24 because I did not succeed with hope, so I don't get to add the forceful push damage.
Matt, you're muted.
I am muted. Oh gosh, sorry. Yeah, so that was major damage instead of severe damage on the 24 instead of 29. So now we go to. We got a me now, right? Okay. I say that like I have a plan. I don't.
it's the best kind of plan when you have to make up on the spot.
They always work better.
No plan survives first contact with the enemy.
The fun girl steps to the side and tries to kill Sir Castor.
I take the
Oh.
hit.
Whoa, tries to kill him?
He tries
Not
to
just
hit him.
hit
Yeah.
him.
He doesn't have a lot of health, so
Wow.
like.
He's just skipping the hits. He's going to kill.
Can you
Yeah.
do that head popping thing to anybody?
No, there was willingness attached to that was required.
That's what I had
Um,
assumed, but then I
That
panicked.
is a 13 to hit, which does hit Sir Castor. You said you
I
take
am
the
your
hit on that?
shield, Sir
Okay.
Caster.
So you take the whole hit, is that right?
I take the whole thing comes to me instead.
Okay. You managed to interpose yourself on a pretty lucky hit as far as these things go. That is 9 points of physical damage. Roll about as low as I could have there.
Okay. I take a hit point
Yep.
of damage.
And Spotlight's still in the party, or back to the party.
Sir Caster,
Matt, I'll shoot
move
him
back.
again.
And I kind of push him back a little bit.
Push him.
Yeah.
Alright,
What
I'll
was
try
that
to shoot him
sound
again.
Okay.
I'll just try to shoot him again. Nothing special this time. I'm gonna move up actually first.
You should have control of yourself.
Just a little bit. Move up. And then.
Oh,
I
it's
will try
Stampede
to
that was shooting him.
Stampede is here.
It's only a 15. Does have hope, but 15.
15 with hope on the Fungrel.
No,
He has
Fungrel.
stop.
Okay.
who has been hit with caustic.
Has been. Yeah,
You hit.
I hit. Okay, cool. That's why I like that spell.
You said sorry. Was it with hope or fear? Hope.
It was with hope.
Okay, go ahead. You hit.
What is caustic?
It was that arrow
I
thingy that
corroded
it.
him.
Yeah, corroded. That's he's corroded.
I corroded him, so his difficulty is lowered by 1.
Right.
And I can pump extra stress into that when I do it, but it just costs a lot.
Yeah, and I think I can freely tell you at this point in the fight that corroded, his difficulty is 15.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I rolled 13 damage.
Damage. Okay. That is minor damage
And a stress.
and
Oh.
a stress.
Oh, this
You are
can
stressing him
stack.
out quite a bit.
This is cool.
All right. Spotlight's still on the party.
You know what? I want to annoy him, maybe. I want to try to annoy him.
Okay.
Yeah. Just move forward a little bit and have all my glowy little spores go out to him and try to enrapture. Because I know, he's in this this faith measuring contest with Torment. He's got Veil of Vesir being all, And I know these are the targets he wants to be paying attention to, and I just want to make it so he can't. Because I don't know, that sounds fun. Let's see, that is a
Gosh, you are brutal. Go ahead.
25 with hope.
25 with hope. Yeah, I think that succeeds. Yeah, that's
And
certainly
I will mark a
succeeds.
stress, so he is also stressed.
Okay. So he takes a stress. Marks a stress, I mean?
Yes.
Okay, and he is entranced. Remind me again exactly what that means.
Narrows his field of view and drowns out any sound but my voice. And I will not even talk to him.
Bold.
Yeah, all right. 25 with hope. Spotlight's still on the party. I lied. Your guys just come in.
Yeah. Oh,
Get him with the frying pan.
frying pan to the teeth.
Even entranced, the fun girl just kind of shrugs off the frying pan on that hit. Sadly.
He's cooking mushrooms.
Oh, that sounds good. God, I can go for something. Sorry, go ahead. Tim.
Blue's going to step aside or step to the side of Torment and just kind of get a sense that the Fungrel's eyes aren't following him as he moves. I think that's kind of interesting. But he's going to take the hammer, and it's been doing, I don't know if it's been doing the Lord's work, but it's been doing someone's work tonight, and he's going to try and, maybe go sort of around, kind of maybe hit him in the chest, because he's a bit traumatized from the head popping that just went on using this hammer. So he's going to try and maybe wind this Fungrel by hitting him in the chest with it.
With the hammer?
With the hammer. Because that's how you win things, right? You hit him with a hammer.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Why
he's
don't you
going to
roll that
miss
attack?
horribly. This is a 10 with hope.
The one time I'm rooting for you to hit.
I know.
Yeah, the fungal again. I haven't described this to you, and I apologize because I meant to. Throughout the fight, when you have been hitting this fungal, he has armor, but you can't see it on him on his body. But when you do hit him, metal kind of pushes up to meet your attacks underneath the fungal flesh, and that's what's happening here. You're not missing. He's a big, slow, distracted target, but his defenses are strong, and the attack just doesn't come in properly.
Paradise. If that were to be 13, would that be worth me throwing a hope and prayer at it?
Matt said it was 15. Big just.
Correct.
We
His
said
difficulty
15
at this
hit.
point is 15.
That's 15 now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then
Okay.
hopes and prayers can stay where they are.
I'll come in swinging, I guess. By the way, have you guys been rolling the advantage? Because I don't think Matt has cleared the vulnerable. Just tossing that out there.
Oh, no. What is it? That's plus a d6.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
it was a one-time thing.
No,
I
you
thought
add
it
a
was
D.
only
As
hit.
long as he's vulnerable, you add a D6 to your attack rolls against him. I'm using it for caster and still goddamn missing.
Oh. Well, that would have made me hit.
16, 18 with hope.
With hope hits.
Wow. 16.
16 damage.
Oh, sorry, plus 5. 21.
21 damage. Okay, that's the same thing. Major damage. Okay. He is looking pretty banged up. Spotlight's still on the party.
Take another completely standard shot at him. I want to keep burning stress. I'm getting low. You know what? I'll burn. If I hit, I'll burn one more stress to increase my proficiency. One more time. It's gonna hit. Fear. Oh, plus that's 6. It's gonna hit anyway. That is 21, 24, 27 with fear.
7 with fear. Okay. That is once again major damage.
No, that's to hit.
Oh, okay. And yes, that hits.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be way higher than my damage roll, but
Right, that's fair. Go ahead and roll your damage. Sorry, it's Wednesday, guys.
good. I'm killing it on D6s tonight. That is 19 points of damage.
19 points. Very nice hit. Still, I believe the exact same outcome. It's a pretty wide range on this guy. Yeah, we're still 2 points of damage. Okay. That was with fear, though, so I am going to take
It was with fear, yes.
He's going to, this time, come swinging at Bailu.
Did he drop the enrapture?
Oh, no, you're right. He can only look at you. So instead, he just throws himself on the ground and like undulates towards you, popping up to attack Marilla. That is a 20 to hit.
That does hit.
Is 16 points of damage as he comes swinging in again.
I guess he could technically hit other people. It's just kind of one of those weird, like,
Yeah, it's one of those things we'd have to talk about it a bit more to decide what the
you could get like
intent of the spell
disadvantage or
is.
something.
Yeah, there's not a mechanical thing written into it to explain how to do that, which is why I'm not doing it at the moment. But yeah, we should talk about. There probably, it's kind of like I can't look at him, but I can still take a wild swing. It's probably
Attacking a basilisk.
correct. Yes, the exact same thing, and that's probably how we'll go with it moving forward. But for the moment, he's going to attack Marla.
Okay, how much damage was that? It was a lot.
It was 16.
16.
And
That's
he is a
severe damage for me.
slavering, incomprehensible mess at this point. The armor that's coming up to the top of his skin is shattered in all kinds of places. He's bleeding from multiple wounds. I think one of his hands is partially lopped off. Spotlight back on the party.
You want to try and same time this guy? Jump in there together?
Sure.
Live in the old Eiffel Tower.
What's an Eiffel Tower?
You know
You're
what?
too young to know these things.
Kid, I didn't know you were awake.
It's it's a big building in France.
What's a France?
It's
Oh,
a
don't-
part of Grandson. Well, some people are from. It's okay.
it's where they speak with that accent.
Ooh, that's a pretty good one. But it's maybe
So are
not
we
great.
like attacking at the same time, or
Yeah, I was
Okay.
thinking so. My hit was
So
pretty
let's
good, but also
let's hold.
potential attraction.
There's a mechanic for this. We're doing it right.
Okay, maybe.
maybe? Sure.
Yeah, let's. If you're gonna try to attack together, goddammit, we're going to use the actual mechanic made for this.
Fine. We'll be less Daggerheart-ish and more Daggerheart for this. Okay.
Just for this. Let me pull it up so I can, so we actually know what the hell we're doing here.
We don't do this a lot.
No, we don't, and I want to make
No,
sure
we
we do it
don't.
correctly.
I'm going to pick up Belu, fly there, and we're both going to swing at the same time.
Yeah, feel free to talk through exactly how you're doing it.
Yes, I
Okay,
like
so-
the idea of getting a ride because he's like 12 feet away from me. I could walk over there, but if someone's willing to carry me,
Okay, so this is how this works. This is a tag team roll.
hmm
Once per session, each player can choose to spend 3 hope and initiate a tag team roll between
Okay.
their character and another PC. So one of you has to have 3 hope to spend. When
I
you
can do
do,
that.
you work with the other character to describe what you're doing, which you're already working on, which is great. And then you make separate action rolls. So you're both
Okay.
attacking separately, but you may choose the roll that you want to use for both.
Okay.
So if one of you rolls much higher, you both get that higher roll.
Okay.
It's essentially like giving you D&D advantage for doing this together.
Okay.
Gotcha. So I just rolled 21, so 24 basically. It's with fear, but there's also a good chance that, who knows. Did you crit?
No,
Did you crit?
unfortunately.
Oh, come on.
16 plus, but whatever, enough to hit. Unless he need to roll the vulnerable thing.
Was yours with hope?
Oh, right. I
Nope.
forgot
Yeah,
that.
mine was
I
with
forgot
hope.
to do
It was with hope.
with advantage. It's
But it
Was
can't
yours
make
with
you a
hope?
crit.
Well,
sorry.
what was yours with hope or fear?
It was with fear. It was 24, and then with advantage, it's 29 with fear.
Sure. And mine's 21
Which
with
roll
hope.
are you using?
Mine, 21 with hope.
Okay.
I appreciate how you had a discussion there between 2 people.
Yes. Okay, Belu. I almost call him
Yes.
Talam. Too much D&D. Would you prefer my roll or yours? Yours is much higher, but it is with fear. Choose wisely.
I've
And the GM will gain fear for each PC involved in the tag team.
Oh, that may be true. Well, then I think we take the one with hope, which is potentially a slightly more guaranteed hit. Did you roll with your advantage dice?
Yeah, 21 with advantage.
Then I think we let the 21 happen.
Your damage.
It's a lot of stress in these decisions.
Oh, now I frickin' crit when it doesn't matter as much. That's 23 damage.
And
Can you do it?
6. 26. 27. So you
Sounds
said-
like
Oh.
what? Sounds like 50 overall to me. I had 23.
No, it's 2 hits, right? You don't.
No, it's 1 hit.
Oh, is it 1 combined hit?
Yep, same. I will choose the damage type that applies. If your damage types are different, they're not. And the total damage will be combined into a single hit.
Oh,
It is
okay.
50 total damage.
Yep.
Sounds pretty brutal to me.
It's not.
It's a
60
pretty good hit.
wasn't.
Okay.
It is, in fact, severe damage.
Okay.
3 health has been gained. Or, sorry, 3 health has been lost. And that was with hope, so spotlight still to the party. Fungrel looking
Does that mean that we
pretty ragged.
Does that mean that we both gain a hope for rolling a hope?
Correct. You both should have gained a hope for that.
Oh, yes.
You want to go?
Yeah, since he crawled over here and he's right here and all. Gosh, okay, that's a 9. That's a 20, 24. Can I do math? Yeah, that's a 24 with fear to hit.
And it's
That is 9 damage. Little baby damage.
Do you not have
That's
like a
with
sneak
sneak
attack?
attack,
That was
too.
with sneak attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sneak
9
attack is
damage.
2d6, so
Gotcha. Yeah. So that is minor damage. Spotlight. Sorry, was that with fear? That was with fear. So spotlight to me.
it was with fear.
Okay. What are we gonna do? Hey, yeah, I'm gonna try to crunch down on Bailey.
No, that's unnecessary.
20 to hit.
That
Take
hits.
it.
Nah, I'm fine. Baylor can take it.
Yes, but in
You've
the
got more
movement,
heals left after the fact.
15 points of damage.
I'm taking.
I
it.
will. Okay.
You don't get a
Okay.
choice in this.
Huh?
I'm taking it. That's minor damage. Yeah, there actually isn't like a discussion or anything. It is like you take it.
Okay.
Jumping in
I
front of him.
think I would say, as the GM, if the person being protected didn't want to be protected, you can't do it.
Oh, interesting.
Or
Okay.
or depending on the situation, it might be a roll to put your to interpose yourself. But I think if the person you're trying to protect is actively trying not to be protected, it kind of makes it difficult. to
Sure,
do
like
yourself.
that cultist, right? I probably couldn't
Mhm.
have taken the yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Like, like you jump in front of someone to take a bullet, and then they also somehow jump back in front of you to take the same bullet.
Pretty much.
Sure,
Yeah.
it's like
Just-
two kids like pushing each other. Like
Yeah,
to get
just a thought. Like I know we're pushing into places where I don't think there's a clear rule. So it's
Sure. I don't think he's protesting that quite that heavily.
No.
No, probably not. So you took the damage?
Yep.
Okay. Spotlight back to the party.
This card has seen way more use than I thought.
I'm gonna
it
try to
would by
shoot him
now.
again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's a really cool card.
Oh no, I hit the 6 and a 9. I was so hopeful. Okay, so that's gonna
Nice.
be 15, 18. Yeah, right. 18 with hope.
Those are millennial numbers, Tim.
What?
No, they'd be a 6 and a 7.
Well, it is now, but
Don't
back in
pretend.
Oh,
my
man,
day.
What was it?
for 10 damage.
Back in my
Don't
day, we
pretend
were
you
happy with a
things.
6 and a 9.
What was that, John? I'm sorry.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. Okay. Another minor damage hit. The Fungro is looking particularly ragged, particularly overworked.
Oh, and a stress.
Caster
It matters.
is. Oh, and a stress.
He's my
Does the
focus.
stress kill him?
The stress
Does the stress
kills
kill him?
him.
Holy-
I
I have been
Yes,
hoping.
you finally work through the stress, and you're dealing his last health in damage with the stress. I don't know exactly what that looks like. Do you want to help me narrate that?
I feel like he gets shot and he just gets irritated and he just has like a brain aneurysm and it just shoots out his nose.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's
It's not the
come out of
damage
his
that
nose.
kills him. He just gets so
I'm
angry
so sick
every
of
time
this
I
shit.
shoot
What
him.
is this shit?
Yeah.
So that is more or less like his final look is less of just anger and more of just like, what the fuck, and then he dies.
How much health
Congratulations,
did he have
you are
left?
out of combat. He had one. He had 2 health left going into Tambit's attack there.
Okay. Okay. So, that's why I love that ability, in the hope that I could kill someone with stress.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to start being able to do damage because you got close. It's a shame that because I actually built him to use stress, I just didn't have the fear to do it. So he never got to. It would. So you would have been doing damage sooner if I'd actually been playing him like that. He falls down to the ground, wordlessly. Again, almost like a sigh as he just falls to the ground and becomes this kind of limp puddle, not literally a puddle, but like kind of all that fungralness that had been held up now just kind of deflates and flattens out over the ground.
As a measure of good, to be sure, I will still go and cut off his head.
Sure. Talia cheers from her now visible place. Sir Caster raises his frying pan. Ha ha! I didn't do anything,
Sorry,
but
is
ha
that
ha!
his head?
Whatever's left of it. But yes, like,
Baylor's going to walk over to Tambit and kind of give him like the predator handshake and say, "It is good to see you alive, my friend.
and
I'm
Tormund's
glad you made it."
probably going to sink into himself as like the magic, whatever power, just probably kind of leaves him relatively quickly. Just like, ugh. An adrenaline crash, but if it involved channeling some other power on top of it,
Divine powered
yeah.
adrenaline crash. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah, you're
muted?
muted.
As the divine power starts to fade from the room, both sources having calmed in their own respective ways, there's just a slow, faint echo. The feeling of the power of Mortel still bounces around this room. All three cultists are dead. Their bodies, none of them have heads anymore. They are very much dead. It's just every time you feel that power, that echo of the power of mortality, there's a little less. It just slowly starts to fade, but it never seems to go away entirely. But it does
Now let
eventually
me go.
pass to a point
Okay.
where you don't notice it as much anymore. I'm sorry, John. What was that?
I was gonna pull Colt out of the death pit and just kind of remove him from the room. I don't have anywhere to put his
Let's
body.
let's
don't want him
hold
to be
that
in
thought for the moment. I respect the
Okay.
inclination, but I want to make sure that everybody's aware of what's happening. And I think now is a great time for us to take our break. So everybody, thank you for staying with us. I know we haven't had a lot of audience participation just yet, but coming out of the break, I'll have a little side story for us to dive into that picks up on some of our previous voting. And then we'll be back to the party, and I'm sure they'll have some things to throw your way too. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Thanks, everybody. Hi, and welcome back to the Veil of Vesir. Once again, we are Mimic Decision, a group of random ass nerds playing some Daggerheart-ish things, and asking all of you at home to chime in and help us make decisions because we're kind of bad at it. Hasn't been a whole lot of that tonight, but I've got some coming to you in just a moment. Thank you for, if you're just joining us after the break, remember you can always catch any of our previous stuff and the rest of this session over on our YouTube, and we are here every Wednesday on Twitch at 5:30 p.m. Pacific. And of course, like, follow, subscribe, all of that lovely stuff. If you like, it means the world to us. Now, before we get back to our party as they recover from their fight around the bone pit of Mortel in the Brutes, we are going to follow our story somewhere different, but in many ways very much the same. We are going to traverse the roots as they are and make our way to the colony of Chone below. Every Fungal colony has two sections, really two independent cities. There is the colony above and the colony below. They tend to work hand in hand, but as distinct entities. So there is Chone and Chone below. And Chone below is just another, or is the version, the section of Chone, the colony that has been under attack by the Red Dawn for several days now, that is accessible from the roots. And so it is that we come to the roots on the opposite side of this year. and we focus in on an individual, a Qatari rogue, not unlike one of the cultists that our party just slew, although hopefully on a better side. He's a rogue fighter. He's got a bit of scrappiness to him, but he does prefer to take his path more stealthy, less direct when he can. And as such, he has been assigned to a team. This team is sent from Gaetel at the direction of Alcina Vox, more directly at the direction of all of you here in chat, to support Michonne and the Druids of Speed Rock as they have been besieged by the forces of the Red Dawn. Having put up barricades and light fortifications surrounding the entire colony, all within the first day of the siege, the Red Dawn seems difficult to displace from the surface, and nobody has been able to communicate with anybody inside of the colony. As such, you, Alec Pell, a rogue fighter in the force working for the forces of Gaetel, has been sent with a small team to try to reach Chone below, to try to open a level of communication. And so the past few days you have snuck down into the roots and made your way towards this colony. As your group finally comes into sight of the colony of Chone below, several days of walking leaving your feet sore, your legs and back tired, but you are relieved to see what appears to be an empty tunnel between you and the entrance shown below. Whether that means that the guards within the colony are no longer present, or what exactly. You have no choice but to make your way towards the colony. So you continue marching up. When your group is maybe 100 meters away from the doors, well in sight, but still a distance away, you catch a sight in the corner of your eye. Movement in the shadows. Shadows that don't look deep enough to hold anything, that don't look dark enough to hide anyone. And still, nonetheless, moments later, diving out of that darkness, there are full-size, full-grown orcish warriors wearing the colors of the Red Dawn, diving at your party, grabbing, cutting, bearing to the ground, overpowering your party with sheer size and ferocity and the advantage of surprise. You are no novice in battle, and the first thing you do is go to draw your short sword as you see an orc barreling down on top of you. You feel his shoulder meet your arm, and his weight traps your arm against your side. You can't move your arm. You can't draw your sword. You have two choices. You can struggle through, bite down, show some grit, and get your arm out, but it's going to take a minute. It's going to take some effort. Or you are prepared to fight without a sword. You have a small hand crossbow at your hip. The bolt has some poison on it. You're not sure how effective it would be against the orc, but it is an option. What do you do?
How big is the crossbow?
It's a hand crossbow.
Is it
Yeah.
already ready to
Pistol version.
fire?
It would not be worth anything if it wasn't.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Matt goes, yes, you managed to pull out your crossbow. Now you can't shoot it. You hit the orc with it. Like, let's not
You've
pretend
only
Matt...
got
the
the
orc's
one
gonna be
arm right now.
Pretty
One
heavy.
arm.
Alec Pell is a warrior of some skill. His crossbow is loaded. His sword is sharp. What do you do?
Like you gotta shoot him.
I feel like you're probably better off shooting than trying to force your arm free against an orc.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming
Yeah.
orcs are normal, like
You're in a bad position too.
fantasy orc strength, like stronger than humans, is usually typically how they're represented. We have not encountered them in Vesir yet, so
Damon,
Yeah, I say very much so, chap.
I'm not sure how to
Crossbow.
respond to that, but it does seem that the group has largely decided that the crossbow is the answer they want to go with. So in that case, Alec Pell lets his arm with the sword go limp, no longer struggling against the orc, allowing himself to get that moment of space in the grip, creating just that little bit of extra space. He needs to come down with his free hand, reach his crossbow across his body, pull it out, and fire the dart into the orc. The orc, for his part, is not a tactical thinker. And the moment that your arm goes limp, he takes it as a victory and drives in, punching hard into Alec's ribcage. Alec takes a point of damage, but the shot does land solidly, and the orc staggers back, and you can already see the slight glassy look in his eyes as the poison in the dart starts to take effect. That said, he does swing once before the poison gets into effect. There's a 16 to hit, which is sufficient. Alec takes a second point of damage, but he is still standing. The orc is now looking dazed, standing, his vision kind of fading around, and you get to have a moment to look around. The entrance to Chone below is maybe 70 meters from you now. Reachable. And it is very clear to you as you look around at these orcs, their job is to keep you away from those doors. The angle that they came out of, the direction they came from, the timing, all of it points to them trying to keep you away from the colony. Quick look around shows you the situation is grim. Your allies, the 12 of you had come down, are down to 5, including yourself. You have a choice to make. What next? You run for the door. 70 meters isn't that far. You're not that harmed. You might be able to make it. Do you attempt to rally those of you in your group who are still fighting? There's 5 of you. You're outnumbered, certainly, but maybe you can make something of it. Do you try to disappear into a side tunnel? Alec Pell is a skilled rogue. He could probably disappear in the chaos of the fight and try something again later. Or do you finish off the orc to finish the business you started? And I just want to say, Damon, those books had wonderful dead ends. It was a delightful mess of dog-earing all the pages so I could bounce around and retry all the different paths.
Talking about reading.
But okay, chat, let us here. What do you got for us on this one?
How outnumbered are they by the orcs?
There are probably 3 times as many orcs still alive as there are soldiers left.
Ooh.
That said, these are good soldiers with, some organization that can at least make them pay a cost.
Tough one.
Yeah. Like, if you finished off the orc, would that then not give you time to go run for the door? Like, would that take time and you'd eventually kind of be stuck?
I cannot give you any more information about any of the paths
Yeah.
at the moment.
I like how chat thinks.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, no, we choose multiple.
Yes. Multiple choice. Looks
I'm
like
going
they're
to-
saying...
All of the
piece of
above.
information I'm going to give you all at this point that isn't already on the page, on the screen, is that
Yes.
everything you do has a cost. Even if it's just a few seconds.
Okay, so you finish off the orc, but then the doors slam down and squash all of you.
You don't
I
have
don't know
enough
why
time
they
to
would
reach
do
back
that.
under and grab your hat.
Yes.
I think for me, the only one you can rule out is finish off the orc. To be honest.
Well, actually, that's the one that chat is unanimously saying.
I
do.
know, but I feel like it's a waste.
Chat likes
But if you
finishing off
don't,
the orc
he
and
could-
then rallying.
He could hinder you trying to do any of these other things.
That's true.
Vote, guys. Just so everybody knows, I have opened this one up to our party to vote as well. These events are far enough away from them that I trust them to be
Oh, a DJ.
unbiased.
I don't know. Everyone seems pretty.
I do
Yeah,
have to tell you guys that if you
I was
pick
gonna go
D,
D, then
you will
A.
not get B or any other choice. D is a distinct choice.
Mm,
Get one of
Okay.
these things.
wow.
Overall, I
don't
actually
like
think the best thing he could do is
Way
vanish
to-
into the tunnels and try to
Way
get
to
in.
railroad
That
chat.
is such a Tambit decision. Disappear into the tunnels.
Yep.
Like,
His job is to get in there.
Some people
Make
respect.
sure everybody's alive.
Maybe he wants a guerrilla warfare arc for these side stories.
Could
I
be.
feel like Tormund is a B. You know?
Tormund would be B or A probably if I'm in character. It depends what the most important. If he trusts the people with him, it might be like the object, like getting that door and solving that might be more important than.
We're
Like-
bringing
like-
trust into this.
To be clear, I am in favor of C with the idea
Uh,
that he would then still be trying to get in.
Right, like the idea is like it's his group, right? The group that Alec came in. So like I imagine there's if Tormund came in with the current party, at least with Belu, he would trust Belu to like handle certain things.
Wow.
I
Like accidentally exploding heads. In a very traumatic way, it's very
accidentally.
traumatic for the person who wielded the hammer.
I promise you, it's more traumatic for the person whose head is gone.
I don't know, man.
You
Only
can't
briefly.
have
What kind of-
deep-seated trauma if there's nowhere to seat it. The
Yeah.
trauma.
Yeah.
You can
They
have
don't. They
physical
don't even know
trauma.
about it. Very briefly.
Yeah, this
All right,
there was
so
some emotional damage was done tonight.
so players, help me here. My
Yes.
read of this is D.
Well, I mean, if you go back, so
it's unclear,
to clarify.
but my read is D. That's why I'm asking for your input here. What do you think?
I don't know. We've got so like, if you could only choose one of those, and DJ, you too. Like, if you could only choose one, which one would you prefer? I would actually vote A myself, but Theme, Mr. Anti-Orc over there. Okay.
That's not
Jeez.
helping.
Jesus Christ.
Like,
I forgot
you
we
didn't-
have
you didn't have
we
to
have
give
the
reasoning, but
most.
you did, and wow, okay.
If there are no haters of orcs left in the world, it's because Theme has died.
Yeah. Man.
Good lord. Okay.
I think that's A and D.
I think we're going
Yeah.
D, which I'm good with. Okay, D is the answer. The chat has spoken strongly, even against any of our players' picks, I think. But yeah, so the poison of a dart, it makes that orc an easy target. You can tell he's still pretty out of it. And honestly, now your sword is drawn, your arm's a little sore, you've taken some hits, but Alec is. This is what he does. He comes up to the drugged orc and he feints, he parries at the attack that comes back, and he slams the short sword forward right into the orc's throat. However, in the time it takes to do that, even just that, two more of his companions fall. The remaining two, however, see Pell taking down his orc and are emboldened by his attack, and they move in. Fighting close together, back to back to back. Everybody's flanks being covered by the men next to them, and they move in a circle as they fight back against the orcs. And they make them pay. Blood, wounds. Two of the orcs fall. But the weight of the numbers is too much. Pell and both of his companions know it's insurmountable. They've taken a couple small cuts, and they're going to tire soon. Those cuts are going to be a bit bigger, and then eventually the orcs are going to wear them down. But they fight forward, moving down the hallway toward the door together, trying to close the gap. But it is about halfway there, about 35 meters left to go, when a volley of arrows fires out of the darkness. It flickers against Alec Pell and his companions. Both of the others being wounded, if not fatally enough that they can no longer move. Pell is still standing, but barely. And the biggest, strongest of the orc walks up to him with a grin and grabs him by the throat and lifts him. He looks him in the eye. He laughs, and he flings him, full force, at the door to the colony of Chum. Just before Pell's body can crash into the door, it is opened faster than lightning, and two figures dash out of the building. The first, a giant badger, runs toward the orc, slashing, cutting, diving, dodging, and just making a general nuisance of itself. But more than a nuisance, two of the orc's throats are ripped out before they have a chance to react. The orcs do form a line against the badger and start forcing it back, but its ferocity keeps them at bay for a moment. The second figure, a giant of a brown bear, steps out of the door, protecting Alec Pell. Another volley of arrows comes in, thump, 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 landing in the bear's flank. The bear roars in pain, but also in defiance. And a third figure, unseen before, this one just a human, reaches under the bear, grabs Alec Pell by the collar, and starts dragging him back inside. A moment later, the badger and the bear also dash back inside. The orcs not even really attempting to follow. The door closes swiftly behind him. And Alex Pell, safe and maybe in a place where he can get some treatment, passes out. We'll come back to Alec next week, guys, to continue this story and see what happens in Shown Below and Shown Above, for that matter. I hope you guys have fun with that. And with that, I want to take us back to the story. Back to the Shrine to Mortel in the Roots, where our party has recently been reunited with Tambit. Party, if you have any questions, now's the time. If not, the spotlight is back to you.
The bone piles that were kind of magically glowing, are they still magically glowing in here?
Yes, so the bones themselves are not magically glowing. The bones are just there, piled up. There are bioluminescent fungi around the pit.
Okay. So I think Belu's gonna sort of take stock and kind of look at everyone, and he knows he's not in a great way. He's gonna look at Tormund, and he can see he saw Tormund take a couple of extra hits there as well, and knows that he's not in a great way. But he did hear the guy mention that this is a bit of a temple, so I think he's going to walk up to Morello, who I think is probably the worst looking of all of us at this point from a health perspective. From a health perspective, you all call him your.
I was already into that explanation too. He was.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So, going to sort of let his hand glow a bit, and oh yes, that is good. With hope, by the way. Gonna do a healing hands on Morella, and I will mark a stress, which will let you clear 2 hit points.
Ooh.
So you are no longer on death's door, but you're still in the front yard.
Was Morella on death's door?
Yes,
No.
very much.
We hadn't been.
Big guy went up to her at the end.
Oh, I hadn't
Yeah.
been.
Get a real heavy hit.
Yeah, it was a
Morella's
big
health
hit.
properly. I bet.
No. So gonna kind of lay the glowing hand on your shoulder and say, these both systems are a bit more dangerous than what we initially thought. Is it like this all of the time down here, or is this an especially difficult journey that we are on right now?
Oh, this is a pretty normal day down here.
I see.
Outside of the colonies, anyway.
Perhaps we should find a place other than this one to take a small rest. See if we can regather our strengths.
It sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Hi, who are you? She points to Tambid.
You were asleep before. Who are you? I'm Tam.
I'm Talia.
She's
Hi.
real awake now.
Well,
Okay.
Tabby,
Doesn't
Sorry,
seem
my
like a
last
great
attack
place
didn't
for you
hit.
to be.
Well, we need to get back to Gransel. And Morella said we
Yeah.
could get through here.
we have
Ah.
agreed to take this young one back to council, back to her family there. Speaking of, you left us before, and now we find you in this tunnel system. What have you been doing the last few days?
Pretty awkward. So I headed off to Gaiatel briefly. Just kind of check things out. Pretty quickly informed I should leave again. So no, things haven't blown over. Officially, yes. But still plenty of people going around looking for at least me, and I imagine that would extend to you all as well.
It is unfortunate.
They would have no reason to know me otherwise. And then gathered up some friends. There's a little bit down this western tunnel. Well, a little further than that. There's a some kind of mercenary camp that's not the Red Dawn, but they work for them, we think. And
Specifically, you were
They've
headed to a
been-
fortress, John.
what was it? I'm sorry.
Specifically, there was a fortress you were headed towards.
Yeah, the mercenary fortress, right?
It's a fungal fortress that was taken by the mercenaries.
So there's a fortress, which I don't know where it came from. But mercenaries are living there currently, and they are doing something with the Red Dawn. We came down to, I don't know, try to mess with them. Maybe burn it down, maybe kill some of them. See what kind of havoc we could create.
At this point, I do want to make sure everybody's attention is pulled to something that was happening at the end of the break. Tambid was going into the pit and removing the pieces of the freshly murdered.
Just somewhere out of the room, into a tunnel, so it's not in this room. Not like I don't want it to just be out of the pit. I want out of the room entirely.
Sure, I just want to make sure that everybody saw that because the timing was. I think people
Yeah,
missed it.
so I did immediately after the fight ended. I wanted to get his body out of there.
Bailey, what are you thinking right now? If you don't mind sharing.
Sure. Belu has had another traumatic day in a week full of traumatic days. He's much more accustomed to putting the health back on someone like this than he is taking. He's no stranger to violence. He sees it all the time. He heals it sometimes. He does not cause it like this often, and certainly not on this I'll say messy of a scale. Certainly with the head exploding and
Sure.
hitting someone else, kind of squishing them with a hammer, and it's all a bit odd, right? This hammer is not a weapon. It's a farm tool, that he's just had forever, and so yeah, this is what you would call sort of against his more natural programming and against his normal instinct. But he's in his mind justifying it because it was done in protection of his his friends.
Sure.
He was protecting people that not going to call them weaker than himself, but this was all done as an act of protection and not an act of just like rage and violence.
And that's a nice insight into Bailey. But I will admit, I was asking more. What is your reaction to the Tam bit of it?
Oh, I honestly think that Belu, when he sees Tambid sort of picking up and moving the pieces out, is a bit curious. But I think, if this is a multiple trips thing, if there are a bunch of pieces, on the Tambid second trip, I think he would probably offer to help.
Sorry, I'm going to be trotting over you guys a bit for a second. I just want to check in with everybody for a moment as you guys kind of decompress after the fight. Morella, how you doing?
Not fantastic. Oh, more than that? She knows how her coat feels on her shoulders. The air is warm and humid, not like how it gets humid on the surface. She's got her feet kind of feeling the ground. She is just trying to center herself like she does when she gets really stressed out. Yeah.
Counting experiences, tastes, touch, smells. Sure. How about you, Tormund?
Was laughing a bit about the adrenaline crash, but part of that is still true, although he's recovering pretty well from that at this point. It's relief that no one died, that no one is really badly injured, let's call it that. And by badly injured for a soldier, it means more permanent things, like a wound here and there in a world of magic where magic heals regular wounds. It's not. And he just wants to get out of here. Like, this is not terrain he's familiar with. This is not terrain he can lead people in. There's no experience to fall back to. There's nothing here that he can do.
It's only like 2 more weeks till you're out.
But you know what I mean. Like, yeah. That's basically how Tormund's feeling.
But being in a place like the Roots, for somebody who isn't used to it, has to feel oppressive. I think the thing that really kind of kicks it up a notch is the humidity, the feeling like you're inside something alive, because you are. Yeah, it's an off-putting thing, and you guys have already been confronted with some nastiness as you've gotten down here. Sorry, that's all I wanted to check in with you guys. Tam, I think I interrupted you when I started all that. So that's Tam. I said not Tim or Tom.
Can I help you with removing your friend from the area here?
Sure. Yeah. Room just feels dirty. I don't want him to stay here. We can't really put him anywhere, but just into the tunnel. And Matt, I just want to take as far as until I can't feel that.
Yeah, as soon as you pass the threshold of this room, honestly, it stops. This place seems like it was probably, prepared, consecrated in its own way. Once you're past the threshold of the door into any of the other side tunnels, you leave it behind.
So I just go a little bit further than that and find,
Find a little
space on the
cavity
floor
to
and
place
start.
Sure.
Yeah, and just kind of, I'll put the parts of his body so that they're kind of in the right place again.
Sure. You say anything?
No. Just fix it. And then I go back in.
How does Tambid look right now?
He is not bloody at all, but is very plainly not panicked, but he didn't enjoy one bit of that either. Heavily stressed. Haven't started pulling on my fur yet, but kind of one of those. Kind of like a day at work where you just get shell shocked for like 4 hours nonstop. You get to the end of it, you can finally take a break.
A relief, but you're almost too tired to enjoy it.
Yeah. And just kind of heart's still pumping a little, but starting to come down.
So, what are we doing now?
We should leave this area as quickly as we can. Find another place to potentially rest for a small while.
Matt, how many bones are in this pit? It's like an insane amount.
Many, thousands of individual bones. Tens of thousands of individual bones.
I was gonna ask if we could is it possible to move them all? But that's so much.
Not in a reasonable amount of time, no. And my question at that point would just be, what would you do with them?
Just get them out of the pile.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Because usually when you see something like that, it's people, they wanted to make a big monster, basically.
Correct. This was not meant for anything good. So
yeah, so I think especially when Fungrel see people intentionally setting bones up like this, it's a little weird. They're they're like that they're planning something with it, and that's strange.
Yeah, it's one
a
of
little
the,
unnatural.
Yeah, it's one of the kind of weirdnesses that Fungrel have to put up with that no other race does. Is that their way of being produced is controllable and reproducible to the point where people have experimented with it to have figured out how to create Fungrel who are different, to say the least, and horrifying in many ways, both to the outside and to themselves, in other ways. So, you stopping whatever this pit was destined for is probably, definitely, a mark in your good tally. But yeah, if you wanted to move them, you could, but it would take a while. A more efficient way would be to try to destroy them, but I don't know if you guys have anything that could do that.
Yeah, I mean, I could burn as much as one thing of oil would do.
Yeah, you could burn a bit,
bone.
but you'd need more to really burn that much bone, I think.
Not a sledgehammer.
Okay, here's a weird question.
Okay.
Bailey, anger management over here.
You're just going to get teeth in your hair that way?
Can one of the, oh my gosh, pulling teeth out of your hair for weeks, finding them in your ears. Can the Seraphs do something? Would they feel inclined to? Can they
consecrate?
Clean up the area? Yeah, that's the word.
Would they like to?
Yes, but I have an idea. Unless you have one, Tim. I'm going to pull out cooking supplies.
I don't know exactly what you're going for in this, but go ahead.
Remember, I am not just Alatane.
Yes. You're a fake devotee. I get it.
Wow. The hatred. I could feel it.
I just want to know, are you making a bone broth with them, or
Oh God, no. Oh,
he's going to try he's trying to sanctify the room with the power of the prime seasoning.
Yeah, not necessarily sanctify, but also heal people in the room and the area around with that power. That was what I was going for.
Well, I'm not. Well, if you have a way to heal them, sure, but
yeah,
this is not about healing. the story element is not going to give you an avenue for mechanical healing. If that's what you're
No,
trying
no, no. It was more like, settling people down. There's no. I'm not trying to. So, Torment takes out cooking supplies, whatever we have, kind of puts it in the corner. It's like, well, I hope everybody's hungry. Starts concentrating, taking his time, not making a bone broth, taking, some. I don't know what we did. We still haven't talked about what food we took along, which makes it a little bit hard for recipes. But
You can find mushroom.
yes,
Yeah, mushroom. You got
fungi.
mushroom. You got Katari. You got some human.
Jerky.
Okay. You know what?
Oh,
I'm not sure about
human,
this
yes.
idea anymore. If that's where we're taking.
And you got your rations because you're on a long trip. You're already past the point where fresh food is fresh. Took you 3 days just to get down to the roots.
And we did plan for food and stuff.
Yeah, so you definitely have food. It's just preservable food at this point. You are on field. You are on road food at this point, unless you find fresh sources.
This idea is turning worse as we're going. Maybe.
I mean, I think ration soup could actually be delightful. By the way, Damon, all the extra salt and intensity of the drying of the jerky would actually lead it to being a good soup base.
Yes.
It's like
Put this
ramen.
in the cookbook.
I got it from Food Wars, so
Got herbs.
People like ramen.
Ration soup, some herbs, and are you fine with mushrooms, Morella?
When you say mushrooms, do you mean the actual mushrooms, or do you mean the dead guy? Because he's also
No, I mean actual mushrooms. Like, please. God.
Of all the concepts of how of all the ways the concept of cannibalism has to be stretched in a fantasy world, the most acceptable in the realm of Vesir is eating fungi.
Sure. Do we? I guess no matter what, we have nothing that is like potatoes, leeks, or onions that are fresh.
I think potatoes probably would
Right.
still be holding up. Yeah, you could have some potatoes. You get some potatoes and onions.
So
Those would have lasted longer into the journey. Sure.
Yeah. So like rations, potatoes, maybe some onions. Not the biggest onion fan, but like
Shut your mouth.
Tormund is. Tormund likes onions.
allergic to onions.
I'm gonna feed you to a cultist next time.
I'm sure Belu likes onions too. Just Tim doesn't.
No, we're both haters.
Well, you will enjoy it this time.
Unless they're fried and battered in ring form. Then it's
my
fine for
God.
some reason. I don't know why.
To be fair, I like fried shrimp, and I don't really enjoy any other kind of shrimp.
Mhm.
Sardine soup. That's a digression too far from chat.
Which one?
Sardine soup.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure you could make some
It's all
very interesting.
tinned.
Yeah, I don't know what sardine
I think
actually
it's the
salty.
thought that counts.
is. It though?
Either way, we're making soup.
Yeah,
Soup is
no, I
being
mean-
made
I think
with
for the
ingredients.
point of like consecrating the area and like
Yeah. No.
doing a good spiritual,
Yes. For
you
that,
know?
absolutely. I was just commenting on John saying
no.
sardine soup.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking like if the rations, are like pretty dense, with some water, some mushrooms, onions, and like potatoes, and you probably have actually a pretty good broth.
Yeah. No, I wasn't kidding. I think
Yeah.
ration meat would
Probably
actually make
decent stew.
excellent soup bases.
Yeah, no. Like the more I think about it, like as we're putting this together, the more I'm like,
Mhm.
Yeah, so you're not going to have like lots of tender chunks of meat in this stew, but the meatiness is going to suffuse it, and you'll have potatoes and onions to go with it. It sounds pretty nice to me. Why don't you do me a favor
oh no.
and make a
Okay.
spellcast roll on top of your cooking as you channel the power of one of your divine patrons.
Had to pull the dice tower back out. I thought I was done rolling.
Never done rolling.
A crit! No, I'm joking. Spellcast. What's my spellcast? It's strength, right?
You tell me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Whatever your main one.
Yeah, no, that's actually kind of nifty in Daggerheart. I really enjoyed that. It's the same stat.
Yes.
15, 18.
18. Okay. Yeah. Comes out. I think you're all kind of surprised as the odor of what smells like a kind of delicious, flavorful soup starts to fill the room. The room itself didn't have much of a scent in the first place, outside of the general kind of muskiness that the roots have as a whole. There was nothing here. There were no like sensors burning. There was no herbs being used on the bones. Even the treatment that Morella detected to stop the bones from fungralizing, as it were, didn't really add an odor to the room. So now, as the soup is cooked and boils and simmers, and the steam fills the room, an actual scent kind of overpowers. And I think most of you are probably surprised with how hungry you are. There's nothing like intense physical battle for your own survival to kickstart your metabolism. I promise you. If you're at all hungry for the kind of food that Tormund is cooking, then it smells delightful. And more importantly, I think all of you feel the pressure of the power of Mortel fade away over the course of the cooking. Almost as if the steam pouring off of the soup was cleansing the room around it as you watch it kind of surround the room, fill the room with its scent, with its warmth. The room feels less cold, it feels less dead, and even the bone pile feels less raw. The soup is also delicious.
So we still have experiences that we haven't used yet.
Yeah, it's correct. So everybody's aware they gain experiences, I believe, was it level 2 for the
Yes.
tier? And especially in these early days, we had decided not to force those decisions immediately and to let them come around organically as we find moments in the game that are worthy of being an experience, not just whatever we come up with at level 2. I get the sense Tom has a thought.
I think he has leaned into both, like, his aspects, even of his personality in this one. I feel like a experience related to this would make sense. I probably need some help formulating what a reasonable experience for this would be. But I think
what is the experience you're trying to encapsulate? The fight, the cooking. What is it?
I think it's more the completeness of opposing what Mortel stands for in this case. Both the desecration and the rampant murder. I don't know if
let us come up with some options. Let's say 3 or 4 and toss them to chat. My first suggestion is Guardian of the Faith.
Are you writing that, Tim?
I am.
Today, Tormund stood up, as a paladin. Seraphs can be healers, seraphs can be warriors, seraphs can be both. And today you stood up and physically with your body took the blows of what I don't think anybody can argue was a force of evil.
I think he was just misunderstood.
Sometimes they are. There are whole cities of people who worship Mortel and don't necessarily sacrifice people like this.
It's true. Not all worshippers are active murderers. Though the ones that are would think less of the ones that aren't.
The fun ones.
That is their opinion as well, yes. So Guardian of the Faith, is that an acceptable first option, Tom?
Sure.
Anybody else have anything? Chat, feel free to tell us that if it jumps out at you.
Thinking something like a divine intervention, but not intervention like a divine channel. I don't like when you would kind of call on one of your multitude of gods that you
Divine
worship.
conduit.
You can't make up your mind.
It's like the guy in the mummy that
Oh, I
has
see
all
what
the
you're saying.
amulets.
Very
That's like
polytheistic. Yes.
How
Like,
about
cycling rhythm?
a little from column A, a little from
No,
column
but
B?
like things that when he would try to invoke one of his
Interdisciplinary faith.
deities. That
I would
not because
suggest.
there are
I would
multiples.
suggest it becomes relevant whenever you use both of your deities in close proximity to each other, time-wise. Just a thought. Remember, these are pretty, open-ended experiences. There'll be room to argue them and debate them later. We're just trying to come up with something that I think encompasses what just happened more than thinking about how it's going to play down the road.
Yeah, I mean,
This is more for chat than you.
the experiences are kind of fun, and they're fun when they come after like an event and try to get it most right.
Well, can we get the question, the choices up as we talk? Is that
Should
work?
Maybe.
Should one of them be more narrow in target and more broad in applicability to that target? Something like related to Mortel directly?
If you want, sure.
I feel like that's a reasonable option. I don't Mortelian, Spain, obviously not the god, but like the occultists or...
Tormund's gonna go into this like city where they're
How
just
about-
like worshiping him as their like life god, and he's just gonna like chop heads off.
I have a thought.
Well, no.
How about Zealot Spain?
Okay. It's a bit broader, but I think that Mortel sucks. And so Zealot Bane would be the last one, or would that be instead of like the Mortel one?
Up to you. This is your experience. I'm not going to
Yeah.
dictate what goes in the options.
Tom, is Tormund like particularly offended by Mortel, or is it just it was evil?
By the Mortel, I think in particular, having survived the things he has and so forth, like the rampant just murder for murder's sake, would particularly offend him. Yes. Like, what is that? D.
I think that makes a strong argument
that's a
for
good question.
Mortel sucks. Like if that was really personally impactful.
Yeah, you're welcome to put one of them very specifically for Mortel if you want. But chat, we've got options on the board. Anybody have any thoughts, strong opinions? Also open to suggestions if you want.
I like Damon's idea of a worshipper of Mortel
Spain,
and
not like-
Prime Seasoning coming together. And
Yeah, that is a
cooking
really-
Like the butcher where Tormund gets all of his meat as a worshiper of Mortel, but he just chooses to go hunt like deer, like that's his Mortel offering.
So I
Secret
feel like
ingredients,
that'd be
faith.
pretty bad
Beer
for
and cows
Mortel
and chicken.
because you're if you're killing with a purpose, like for meat or something like that, you're not like the wasteful murdering for
Hey,
murder's sake.
according to the Smiths album in the 80s, meat is murder.
Without getting into vegan politics, and I promise I'd have a much more nuanced take on that than you think. Yeah. So it's worth noting, of course, that not all followers of Mortel are, quite certain. But most are. But I would just like to say, for the sake of, I don't know, nonsense, very few of them think what they do is wasteful. This one would have told you that he was working toward a grand ambition.
He did tell us that.
That's
Take
true.
a death pull him. He didn't tell us that.
He told, I think, Tormin or Morella in last session.
They didn't tell my group that.
Well, no, he
Fucking stabbed us.
he killed one of you. Yes.
I like Zealot's Bane a lot. Personally, I think.
That's the only one that's gotten the vote so far. So
Yeah, how about this one? Now we can update it.
Murderous bad.
murderer. Very good.
I don't like that
Murder,
one as much, but
murder.
now
Is
with the
that a
name,
murderer?
It's, the best. It's a murderer of murderers,
Yes.
like a Dexter scenario.
I mean, I guess technically that would be
Well,
what that is. But
Also, I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
what?
Your spelling of disciplinary is like frustrating.
Yeah,
the
that's
S
wrong.
is supposed to go in
Oh.
front of the C, right?
Yeah, let's not. Let's
Yeah.
not.
That's
Fine.
not that important.
I was trying
I
to. figure out
I
how
wanna-
No, you have to write it.
Tom, I want to
You
introduce
should write
you
it
to
just
the
like that.
second rule of improv. The first, of course, being to yes and your players. The other is to not point out their spelling mistakes.
You know I can't read.
I'm asking you to write, not to read.
Okay. It sounds like Zealot's Bane is our winner. Are you comfortable with that, Tom?
Yes.
All right. Tom has an experience. And I think we will try to, and of course, to the other players and those at home, when we have other situations where the players feel that an experience is warranted, we'll do other things like this. And I think, down the road, as you level, when new experiences come in, unless one of the players has a strong opinion as to what that should be, we'll probably wait to do moments like this so you guys can take part too. And speaking of all of that, I think we'll stop just a little early tonight there. This is as good a stopping point as we're going to get in the immediate future. If we continue, I'd like to have more time.
Right.
So I hope everybody had fun.
Matt, just
Yep. Sorry, what's
real
up?
quick before we start, I do want to take my experience something related to Colt's death, but I don't know where to go with that yet. So give me a week. And
Okay.
I'll get
Yeah, let's maybe we'll start
some
next
option
session
type
talking
stuff.
about that. Okay.
All right.
Great. So everybody, I hope you had fun playing with us. Players, I hope you guys had fun playing the game. And thank you for helping make our table just a bit bigger. We'll be back next week.